Alright, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so today what we are going to be talking about is cartography. Do any of you know what cartography is?
Yes. The study of maps?
Yes. The study and the process of making maps. Okay? So why do you guys think that cartography and really map making in general is very important to the world?
Because you gotta know where everything is.
Basically, yes. You want to know where things are. You want to, be able to travel. Guess, where do you think map making really found its origins?
Italy.
No. Common mistake. A lot of map making origins are found in the Ottoman Empire, okay? With the Persians and the Islamic people of the Mediterranean, used for sailing and trading. Now, a lot of times trading started off, everything's the Silk Road as one of the oldest places of trade, and that was on foot, by horseback. But once, trading by sea started to become really popular, not just across the Mediterranean, but, all around the world, across large oceans, map making became extremely important. So what I want to show you guys today are different kinds of maps, and then talk about the significance of them. First, that I have pulled up right now on the board, I have a very basic map. Okay, as you can see, it is a world map and details different countries. Very simple. What can you guys tell me about this map? Yes.
It's based on economic stance.
No. This is absolutely not. It's supposed to be, it's the sizes of the country, based on latitude, longitude, exact sizes. Granted, yes, countries are broken down a little bit differently, but this is your typical size. I mean, if you think about this, right, if you really want to go in economics, China and America would be twice the size, 3 times the size that they would be, compared to, say, some of the poor African nations would be specks that you couldn't even see. Okay? Anything else about this map that you guys notice? Okay, come on, think about it. When you look at this map, it is very simple. Okay? You see different colors, you see some names of countries, you see names of continents. Very simple, okay? This is very basic. If you just kind of want to get to know, the sizes of countries and the borders of countries, this is something you would look at that would help, but you really can't do much with it, There's not even a compass to see what direction you're going in, okay? I'm going to move on to a little bit more of a detailed map. Okay, so what is this a map of?
Italy?
Italy, correct. Okay, so what's different with this map compared to the previous one?
The color coding?
Yes, the color coding is somewhat different. It is much more broken down. Anything else?
So many words.
There are a lot of words. It is much more descriptive. As you can see, every section, every small town, big cities, everything is labeled on this map. Unlike the previous map, you had colors and you didn't know what they meant. It might have said Asia for the continent, but how can you tell what all the countries are without all the names? This kind of map breaks down, sections, and it breaks down, you can see where all the cities are. Anything else you guys can tell from this map? Alright, so you see this. You can see the red lines going through the map. You can see major roadways, okay? You can see where people would travel to go different places, So it's much more intricate than the previous one, which you didn't see anything, okay? Next, I'm going to move on to a very detailed map, okay? Something that would be top class for a professional map maker. Okay, so this is a map of India. Alright, I'll make it a little bit larger for you guys to see. Now, tell me what's different about this map compared to the first. Anyone? Okay.
It's divided into little block sections, it looks like, from my view.
Yes, it is. It's showing different provinces. And you can see the color coordination also helps with that. But what else?
Showing the mountain ranges.
Yes. In this map, there's texture, all right? And although you can't feel it because it is a flat surface, you can see mountain ranges. You can see where rivers are. You can see the Deccan Plateau over here. You can see where things are, not just based on what they're labeled as, but actual physical structures. You can also, like in the previous ones, it is very detailed and labeled. Every little thing in this map is labeled, down to the most minute details, okay? It's a big difference. When you start with basic map making, and you have, like the first map that was shown, it's very simple. You want to get basic outlines of where you're going. As you continue on, you get a little more detailed. You want where cities are, where roadways are, where the different provinces are. But once you get into real detail, this is something that people could use to travel. You see different roadways. You can see where all the rivers are. Everything from the tiniest lakes up into the Indus and the Ganges. You can see where the mountains are. You can see where plateaus are. You can see even where hills are. It is extremely detailed. Someone that wants to travel and was, say, you take the English going to India, to colonize and to trade. This is something they would need to know. If they just knew the little bit of basics, they maybe would have got there. But how would they have known, what it was going to look like? When the first, when they come back and they say, oh, well, there's a mountain here, there's a plateau here, there's rivers here, then you know where to go, where not to go. On a basic map, you can't tell that. So map making is very, very important. Okay? Next up, what we're going to do with you guys is I'm going to show you some examples of countries that, of original maps that started out, a long time ago, and I'm also going to show you, we're going to have a discussion about really the real importance of map making, and, we're going to actually try to make a map of our own, okay? Alright, so let's start now. I'm going to hand out some sheets of paper, and we'll begin.